Okay, hello. In this video, we'll be solving these rational inequality. The question is to find the solution set in interval notation of this inequality. So this is a rational inequality. So uh, we cannot multiply by LCD. So what we need to do is we move from the left hand side to the right hand side so that we have 5 minus x. Then it will become plus 5 over 3x plus 2. This will be less than 0. Now we try to make the denominator on the left hand side to be the same. So this will be multiplying by, we can multiply this by 3x plus 5, 3x plus 2 over 3x plus 2. We multiply this. And here we can multiply this by x over x. So it means we will have the numerator here will be 15x plus 10 over the denominator here will be x multiplied by 3x plus 2 plus then here we'll have 5x over the same denominator. And this will be less than 0. So now we have the same denominator on the left hand side, so we can add the numerator. 15x plus 5x will be 20x plus 10, and this will be x 3x plus 2 is less than 0. So we can find the critical values from here. The critical values, remember, these are the zeros of the numerator and the zeros of the denominator. So from the numerator, we see that the 0 will be 20x equals to this. This means that okay, I think we can factorize this. Let's go one more step here. This is the same thing as 10. In the numerator, we can write 10 as a common factor so that you have 2x plus 1. And here we still have this one. So we can take the critical values directly. The zeros of the numerator, it will be x equals to minus half. Yes, minus half. Just put this to 0 and solve for x. Then from the denominator, we will have x equals to 0, which is coming here. And also we'll have x is equals to minus 2 over 3. Okay, now let's go to the table. So for the table, we need to arrange the critical values from the smallest. The smallest in this case, it will be what? Will be minus 2 over 3. Then followed by minus half. Then we have 0. Okay, so these are the critical point. This is minus infinity, and this is going to infinity. So let's put our factors now. What are our factors? Remember, it's just we have 10. 10 is just a number, so you don't need to use it. So forget about it. Just we know it's always positive, so it won't contribute to make any difference. So you can just start with 2x plus 1. Then here x, and other one is 3x plus what? Plus 2. But if you like, you can still put 10. It's okay. Since 10 is a factor in the numerator, you can just put 10 here. Now, for 10, it's not a problem. It's always positive. So we have how many intervals? We have about 4 intervals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we want to see the sign of this function in these four intervals. So now we have between minus infinity and minus 2 over 3. Now, for 10 is always positive, so let's put positive everywhere. Now, we can try what? We can try like a number like minus, this is minus 2 over 3. So we can try a number like minus 1, right? We can try minus 1. We can try minus 4. This is in this interval. Let's try minus 4. So fine. If you put minus 4 here, you have 2 times minus 4, which is minus 8. Minus 8 plus 1 is minus 7, so it's negative. X is negative here as well. Put minus 4 here, you'll have 3 times minus 4, which is minus 12, plus 2 is minus 10. So this is also negative. By the time you put these four signs together, plus, minus, minus, you discover that you will have what? You will have negative, because you have 3 minus will give you negative. Now, let's see what number can we have between minus 2 over 3 and minus 1 over 2. So if this is a number line, this is, remember, minus 1 over 2 is like minus 0.5. So somewhere here is minus 0. What? 6. Yes. So this minus 0.6 is the same thing as minus 6 over 10, which you can call it minus 2 over what? Over 5, right? Sorry, minus 3 over 5. So let's use minus 3 over 5 as our test value here, minus 3 over 5. So put minus 3 over 5 here in this 2x. So you have 2 times minus 3 over 5. Remember, we're going to do plus 1. So what is this? This is just minus 6 over 5 plus 1. And this is still going to be a negative number, because minus 6 over 5 will give you minus 1 point something, which is bigger than this. So it's still going to be a negative number. Okay, we'll do the same here. Here we're going to end up having minus, since our x is minus. Then if you come down here, you need to test it here. Remember, our test value is what? Minus what? 3 over 5. Yes. Then now let's add 2. So I'm here now. This will be what? Minus 9 over 5. And now plus 2. You see, minus 9 over 5 is going to be what? Minus 1 point something. It's not up to 2. So it means this one is smaller than this one in terms of, so if you add, definitely this will become what? Positive. So with this, we can see that the result here, if you put all these signs together, it will give us what? It will give us positive here. Okay, so let's move now to the interval between what? Minus, between 0 and what? Minus 1, minus 0.5. So you can go for something like, let's say you can go for maybe minus 0 point what? 0.2. Minus 0.2 is nothing but what? 2 by 10. So this is minus 1 over 5. So you can use minus 1 over 5 as your test point. Now, to use minus, we're using minus what? Minus 1 over 5. Now, you just try it here. So you'll have 2 minus what? 1 over 5 plus 1. This will be minus 2 over 5 plus 1, which will be positive. Okay? Now, if you do same here, the value we took is negative, so here is automatically negative. And now let's try it here now. we'll try it here. This will be 3 times minus what? 1 over 5 plus what? Plus 2. This is nothing but minus 3 over what? Over 5 plus. Don't forget, this is 2. So since this is 2, we can actually write it as what? We can write this as 10 divided by 5. So this is going to be 7 over 5, which is also a positive number. So here is positive. Okay. Now, if you put the signs here together, you will see that this is what? This is negative. Then between 0 to infinity, this is easy. We can take 1. If you take 1, this is positive, this is positive, and this is also positive. This is not minus. Huh? Now, everything here is positive. So, to answer this question, but we are interested in which part now? We're interested in the part that is less than what? 0. So our solution set, it's simply what? We take the part that is negative. So our solution set will be from minus infinity to, okay, one more thing here. We need to open the what? The zeros that are coming from where? The denominator. So what are the zeros coming from the denominator? The critical values coming from the denominator. We have what? We have x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, we have to open it. And also at x equals to minus 2 over 3. So here also needs to be open. Now, what is the 0 coming from the numerator, which is minus 1 over 2? Here, we need to open this one also. And the reason we need to open it is because we don't have equal to 0. There is no equal 0 here. So since there is no equal 0, then we have strictly less than 0. So it means we have to open all the critical values. Now we take the negative part, which will be minus infinity to minus 2 over 3. Then union, another one here is here, which is from minus half to 0. So this is the answer. Okay, I hope this is clear. Thank you for watching.